Yeah, the skin and honey. What's up, fragrance lovers, family, and friends? My name is Amanda10, and over here I love to discuss all things fragrance. So if you're into fragrances, I would love for you to hit that subscribe button. Now, if y'all have been following me for any amount of time, at least this year, okay, y'all know I come on at least once a month and I share my monthly perfume tray with y'all. And I want to say last month I really thought about giving it up. Like, I was like legit ready to hang it up, honey. I was like, oh my God. I said, you know what? I'm just going to see it through. I'm going to see it through. I'm going to keep going. I mean, at this point, I've already invested more than 6 months into doing it. I might as well just go ahead and see it all the way through 2023. And that's what I'm going to do now. I don't know if I'm going to keep it going in 2024, but I'm definitely gonna finish it out this year. Definitely gonna finish it out. So y'all also know that when I do my little monthly perfume trays, I like to come on here and talk to y'all about, you know, life updates or whatever. To be honest with you, nothing really. Okay, there's one thing that has changed since I did my last August perfume tray. And okay, let me just preface this with a little bit of a little story, okay? A little bit of transparency. Now, y'all know I come on here and I always talk about, you know, the things that I want to occur in my life, you know, the things that I want to manifest in my life and whatnot. Now, for some reason, okay, so back in like, I want to say right at the end of 2019, somewhere like in the last maybe 4 months towards the end of 2019, you know, my daughter was already had already graduated from college, and you know, I was just like reflecting on my life. You know, I was like, okay, what are you gonna do? Like, you know, your daughter is pretty much grown. What would you like to do? Like, what would you like to do? And I've always been big into travel. Like, I've always wanted to travel the world and see the world. I'm very much into history and cultures. I love to see how other people live, you know, life and the foods that they eat and just the culture experience of other people around the world. And so with me being, you know, single, which is not an excuse. I don't want y'all to think being single is an excuse. It's really not. But, you know, I have a lot of responsibilities. You know, I pay all the bills here because it's just me. And I never really just was able to, like, save the money for traveling. Like, something would always come up and I would have to use that money for something else. It was always something. Now, I did do like a little traveling in 2020. Me and my friends went to Colorado. We went hiking. That was an experience. I learned that I am not a hiker, okay? I am more of a lay by the beach type of girl, okay? I'm more of a let's go to out to eat when we go out of town. You know, let's hit up a couple of little, you know, shopping spots. You know, what else? You know, we can either go to a museum, okay? Hit up some, you know, different like cultural events. But I know for sure I am not a hiker. Anything that has anything to do with me breaking into a sweat, I'm not really there for it, okay? I'm not really there unless I'm on a boat or a yacht on the water and I'm sweating because it's hot outside. Like, that's okay. But just to, you know, over exude myself, is if it's giving me the feeling of I'm working out, I don't want to do it, okay? Like, I don't want to do it. So, and you know, I do it because that's what my friends want to do. But truth be told, it ain't for me, okay? It ain't for me. But anyway, in 2019, I was like, you know what? I'm going to get my passport. I'm going to travel. You know, I want to go overseas. I want to go to Europe. I want to go to London. I want to go to Africa. I want to go to Jamaica. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to travel. And, you know, life and circumstance happened as it usually does, and I wasn't able to. Well, and I told y'all, when I moved into this new place, the lady that, I don't know if I told y'all this, but anyway, there was a little bit of a hiccup when I moved into this new place. Like, I moved out of the townhome that I was renting, but really it was a house, and I moved into like a condo. And the lady that owned it, you know, me and her didn't see eye to eye. You know, I had my daughter with me, whoop-de-whoop, whatever, not just so I don't go into, you know, full detail. But anyway, my daughter ended up not living with me. So I'm going to tell y'all, full transparency. One day, I was emailing my realtor, and I'm going somewhere with this, okay? I was emailing my realtor. Me and my daughter had went to IKEA to buy some things for the place. And an incident had happened where I had got COVID the day, like a couple of days before I was supposed to move in. And usually when I move into a new place, I like to come into the place and I like to clean, you know, to my, you know, expectations. I have a certain level of cleanliness that I want, you know, so I like to come in, mop, you know, clean the bathroom, clean the toilets, you know, wipe everything down, dust, and then I have the movers come and bring my stuff in or whatever. Well, I couldn't do it because I was sick and I had COVID for the first time. And my daughter decided that she was going to do it for me. And so while she, you know, was done cleaning up, on her way out the door, she ended up running into the lady that owns this place, realtor, real estate agent. And so they kind of, you know, the real estate agent was being rude, and my daughter was like, you know, she was like, what you doing here? And my daughter was like, I live here. And she was like, what's your name? You know, she was of a different kind, you know, not my kind. If you know what I'm saying. And she just came off very much rude to my daughter. And my daughter called me, and shortly thereafter, at the same time while I'm reaching out to my realtor about to call me because they, you know, a call has already been put into my realtor. So anyway, we go back and forth a couple of days about my daughter staying here with me or whatnot. And basically, she was like, the lady that owned this place emailed me like some days later, okay, maybe about 2 or 3 days later, with a list of, you know, things that she wanted in order for her to feel comfortable with my daughter staying here. So as y'all can see, that this was last year, okay? But mind you, in 2019, I had already started manifesting travel. I had already started manifesting that. That's what I wanted to happen. I wanted to be able to fly. I wanted to be able to get on a plane and go. That was the prayer, amongst other prayers, that I had started, you know, telling God. A lot of people like to call it manifesting, but don't let nobody fool you. Manifesting is just a label that they've put on it. But ultimately, what manifesting is nothing short of prayer. That's what it is. You writing down your prayers, you thinking about it, baby, you praying, okay? That's what it is, okay? You praying without cease. When they tell you to manifest, write what you want down 100 times, 20 times, 300 times. Basically, what you're doing is praying without cease. Don't let nobody fool you, okay? To whatever God that you pray to, that's what you're doing. You praying. So that prayer started in 2019. Now fast forward to 2022? 22, at the end of 2022 when I moved here, because I had went through a lot in 2022. 2022 was not the best year for me. Let me take my bracelet off because baby, I'm jingling. But anywho, so she comes back a couple of days later and she's like, well, I don't mind her, you know, this is what you need to do. She wanted to run an application, you know. That's cool, because one thing about it and two things for sure. I raised a stand-up citizen of these United States of America. My baby's credit is better than mine's, okay? She's a legitimate, okay, stand-up citizen. Anywhere she go, she can get whatever she wants. Cool, you want to run it? Fine with me. And then on top of that, she's like, oh, I got to put another deposit down. Now, mind you, I had put a full deposit down. She wanted another deposit, upward of $1,400, okay? And then on top of that, she was like, in 6 months, I'm going to reevaluate your application and see what happens then. Me and my daughter came in from IKEA. Now mind you, I was reading all this while we was at IKEA. We literally stopped shopping, okay? We left everything there in the basket, got in the car. We were both upset. This had never happened before, ever. This had never happened to me, ever. And I've learned so much during this experience dealing with a certain type of people. You know what I mean? If you know, you know. So we get back here, and you know, my daughter goes and sits on the couch. And let me tell y'all something. My child is so strong. She's been through a lot. She lost her father when she was 5. She never knew him. She's been through some things, even some things with me. So she's been through some things. She has a very tough exterior, and sometimes I started talking to her about, they could play against you in certain situations, and sometimes you do have to allow people to help you. And I basically was referring to like a gentleman. She meet a man, men want to do things for women, you know what I'm saying? They don't always want like a real man wants to do things for you. So sometimes you gotta let the man be the man. Basically, is those type of conversations we're having. Anyway, my daughter sat down on the couch. I never forget it. She just started bawling. At that time, she was looking for a job, and she had been looking for about 6 months. I know how hard it is for young people fresh out of college to get jobs in their professions. It's very hard. So I was totally for stay with me, give me a couple of dollars on the rent, save your money until you can get out on your own. Because I know how hard it is. Hell, I'm in my mid-40s. I know how hard it is when you're doing it by yourself. Nobody can come tell me. I know how hard it is. So I was like, I'm not going to put you in a predicament like that. Get on your feet. That was the thought, And we had been doing it up until I moved over here. So anyway, my daughter just started bawling, y'all. She started bawling. She was crying. I mean, the tears, it was literally ripping me in two as a mother. And not only that, me and my daughter's relationship has done like a 180. Yes, I'm her mother and I still give her advice, but more than that, I'm more so of a friend now. I'm more so of a confidant. I have literally turned into one of her little friends. When she was growing up, I would just tell her, I'm not your little friend. Now I'm her little friend, So I just went over and sat next to her, and of course I'm crying, and I'm just holding her, and I'm telling her from the bottom of my heart, and I'm just kind of getting emotional, just reliving this moment with y'all, that I knew God was in the midst. I knew He was in the midst of the whole situation that we were going through. I felt His presence. Though both of our hearts were breaking at the same time, I knew that I could not let this woman get the best of me. We had already signed the lease. It was already ink had already dried. And I told my daughter, I said, look, I cannot let this woman get the best of me. It's not going to happen. It's not going down like that. I said, I don't know God's plan, but I know He has something great for the both of us. We just can't see it right now. We can't see it. through the pain and the hurt and the frustration. We can't see it right now, but trust and believe. Just hold on. Just keep praying. Keep manifesting. If that's what you want to, keep doing it. God is going to reveal himself real soon. Real soon. And we just cried and we just sat there like just crying in silence, just hugging each other like, you know, this is it. You know, she ended up going to stay with her grandmother, who's been just a pillar for me, you know, just God sent. That's her dad's mom, and she's like a mother to me. And to be honest with y'all, I wouldn't have been able to raise my daughter on my own. I wouldn't have been able to do it without her help throughout the years. And my daughter is 29 and she's still a tremendous help to me. Thank God for her every day, every day, every day. I thank God for her every day. So she went to go stay with her grandmother. And fast forward to this year, I want to say it was in April. She was reached out by Southwest. And y'all follow me on Instagram, y'all already know what I'm about to say. Southwest reached out to her, flew her to Dallas, because that's where their main headquarters are located, in Dallas. And they offered my baby a job as a flight attendant. And the thing of it is, I said it was meant to be, because and she wanted her own apartment too, you know, when all that happened. And I said, no, don't do it, because what if you get, you know, into something and you're not going to be home, you know what I'm saying? And I'm glad she followed my advice and did not get her own apartment, because she wouldn't even be there half the time, you know. So anyway, long story short, she been flying since August. And how does that affect me? Do y'all see this tan? Baby, do y'all see this? Y'all see this tan? Baby, I would throw this dang tray down, okay? Praising God. You hear me? Because he literally... Woo, let me just get it together real quick. He literally answered not only my daughter's prayer for a job, but he answered my prayer to travel, because that's all I ever wanted, was to get out of Houston. I just feel like I never had the money to get out of Houston. Like, I have my friends, and don't get me wrong, I thank God for the job that I have, and you know, I thank God for everything. Always, with any and everything, no matter what you go through, always keep a heart of gratefulness, because I'm telling you, it could be way worse. Your situation could be way worse than what it is now. Always have a heart of gratitude, even for the smallest things, even for the tiniest things, the things that other people would look at and say, that ain't nothing. You better look at it as it's everything. Because how you expect more if you can't be grateful for the smallest things that have been provided to you? Okay? So no matter what I go through, I always keep a heart of gratefulness. But my friends they have really, really good jobs. I mean, they're degreed and everything, so they can get up and go whenever they want to get up and go. I don't have a degree. I'm basically that person that got pregnant at 18 and ended up working, and I've been on my feet for 29 years, working, hustling, busting my ass every day at work, just so that I can make ends meet, you know. And baby, God has answered the... You were talking about some shouting, baby. My daughter said that Southwest interviewed thousands of people, thousands, and only chose a few. Literally, when I went to her graduation, it was 50 of them out of the thousands of people that they interviewed. Only 50 of them in her group made it on. And I think in the next group, it was like another 50, so maybe 200, something like that. For this, maybe more, but if I'm not mistaken, I think she said they only hired a few hundred this year to travel. Not only can I fly, God said not only can you fly, baby, you're gonna be flying for free. Ooh. Do you hear me? I ain't got to pay for no flights. All I gotta do is find me a hotel. Baby, I've been on cloud nine ever since. I've been on cloud nine ever since. And 9 times out of 10, my channel probably gonna turn into a travel channel. I'm just saying. I've been on cloud nine ever since. This is one of the biggest blessings God could have ever given me. Ever given me. And it's just crazy. You know, my friends would get up and travel and go, and sometimes they would go without me because I couldn't afford to fly. I couldn't afford to go the places that they were going. But now, did I show y'all my tan? Did y'all? Baby, do y'all see this glow, honey? I just came back from Vegas, okay? Baby, I was sitting out by the pool. Child, I got a whole list of places that I want to go. I'm trying to think, like, where do I want to go for my birthday? I got my passport. Now, y'all told you I got my passport back in 2019. It's blank. It is on ready. Okay, it is on ready. Here, with your who you got your pack? Baby, you ain't even got to ask me for my passport. You got your, here you go. Baby, you cannot tell me what the goodness of God can do. You can't tell me. Y'all can call it whatever y'all want to call it. Manifesting, it is nothing short of prayer. That's all it is. But I just had to share that with y'all. I had to just be a testimony because I know social media has gotten to the point where I think we don't know what's fake and what's real. And the thing about it is I always want to come on here and share my realness with y'all because I'm not a fake person. And that's very important to me. Being authentic is very, very much important to me, and to give it to y'all. I don't care about any of that other mess. I don't care about putting on. I don't care about showing this, showing that. When I come on here, y'all getting the authentic, real Amanda Marie. For real, for real. This is who I am day in and day out. I did not grow up with a silver spoon in my mouth. I grew up in the hood. We grew up poor. I grew up with nothing. Pregnant at 17. Was it 17, child? Was it 17? Yes, pregnant at 17, had a baby at 18. I turned 18 2 hours later. I've been hustling ever since. It's time. You hear me? It's time. Before all this gray started coming in, baby, I need to, this tan is going to be permanent. I'm just letting y'all know. Because, baby, look at this skin. Oh! Baby, I've been in need. Do you hear me? I say, Lord, you know, me and God had to have some hard conversations. So I had to look at myself in the mirror too. God was like, okay, you want me to up X, Y, Z, but there's some things you need to do too. And I was like, you know what, you're right. I'm gonna just get on it. I'm about to handle it. And it's been hard. Trust me, and I think my biggest 2 things that God has been wanting me to do is, number 1, be grateful for what I have, and number 2, learn to forgive. And I'm gonna end it like that. But that's my little life update. We gonna get into these fragrances because this video gonna be extra long, and y'all know when I do these type of videos I don't edit. But let's get into oh god, I was about to say August. September's perfume tray. Now I don't know where y'all live. I live in Houston, okay, and I'm gonna just keep it 100 with y'all. I ain't never seen this type of heat in my life. I think I was looking at the news online and they were saying like the record heat in Houston hasn't been like this since 2011. Hell, I don't even remember 2011. Barely. I barely remember. I remember it because that's the year I saw Sade in concert, and it was the best damn concert ever. But the heat, I don't remember it. I didn't feel it like I'm feeling it now. So September's tray is dedicated to the heat, okay? It's dedicated to all my summertime fragrances that I love to wear. I'm giving them one last hoorah, one last go, one last twerk, and then that's it. Come October, I'm already thinking about cooler weather. I can't wait till we have our first cool front. Honey, I'm so ready. I'm ready. Thank God my AC bill has been manageable. Okay, let me knock on wood, child. Alright. But yeah, the AC, I'm ready to stop. I'm ready to turn this AC off. Okay? Because where I stay, I won't need my AC in the winter time, and I probably won't run the heat that much either. You know, it's just gonna be nice. I'm gonna give me a bunch of blankets and some socks and all that. I'm gonna be good, okay? But I want to turn this AC off. I need my bill to go back, you know, to under $100. But I put all the fragrances on here that I love to wear in the summertime. So we're gonna go through them real quick. A lot of these fragrances you guys have heard me talk about before. This first one is called Bold. I was about to say Bold. Bold. No ma'am. It's called Gold Bold. A Gold Plus. I think it's Gold Bold by Commodity. Okay. Now I like to wear this fragrance. It really reminds me a lot of, if you're into gentle fluidity gold, you will like this. It reminds me of that whole DNA, the juniper berry, that vanilla is sweet, is fruity. It may have a little bit of woods in here, but it reminds me of gentle fluidity gold in that way. I'm almost done with gentle fluidity gold, to be honest with you. I'm not gonna run out and buy another bottle anytime soon. I'm just gonna use Gold Bold, okay, by Commodity. I do have a discount code down below in the description box if you guys want to use it. But I honestly love Commodity fragrances. They made a comeback about 2-3 years ago. If y'all, you know, in the frag community, y'all know they were in Sephora years ago, disappeared, went and did a whole rebranding, and now they're back. They're back in Sephora. You can still use my code and, you know, save some coins if y'all want to. But yeah, it's down in the description box. Another fragrance that I have absolutely been loving is Klēa by Brent. Okay, they came out with Genesis. I know I talked about Genesis before, which is like a tobacco, rosy, ambery, kind of incensey fragrance. This is total opposite. This is like a beautiful white floral, musky white floral. It does have a little amber in it and a little greenness. But y'all, I fell in love with this fragrance as soon as I sprayed it. Like the first time I sprayed it, it was love at first sniff. This has definitely become like a signature summer scent for me because I have been wanting something for the summer. I just got it, so you know I haven't really put that much of a dent in it, but I absolutely love this fragrance. So that's Klēa. I put of course y'all know I gotta put a couple of Chaoli fragrances on here. This is Musk 12 by Chaoli. This is my favorite musk fragrance next to the Narciso Rodriguez fragrances. Okay, I love Narciso Rodriguez fragrances because they have a lot of musk in them. But this is so beautiful. Oh my God, this is like a floral. but you really get this. Oh, camera had died. Okay, so this is like a floral, but you really get a sensual, sexy musk. Okay, very sensual. This fragrance does sit close to the skin, in my opinion. You do probably have to top it off after about 3 hours of wear. But I love it. I absolutely love it. I don't care about respraying it. It's one of my favorite Chaoli fragrances, next to Silk Santal, which is Mona's wedding fragrance, and Elixir 11. If you know, you know. But yeah, Elixir 11 is bomb, okay? I also put on the tray Yum Pistachio Gelato, which is a sweet, creamy, very fruity fragrance, in my opinion. You do pick up on the florals in this one as well, but I get a creamy, fruity fragrance. I don't get a lot of pistachio, but I'm gonna tell y'all what, I actually wore this today, okay? And then I layered it with Daisy by Marc Jacobs. These two together, bomb, okay? Bomb. These two work so good together, y'all. This is probably the only, nah, I ain't gonna lie, this is the only Daisy fragrance I have in my collection. I was never a big fan of the Daisies, never. But this one is so pretty. It smells like this sweet, fresh honeydew. It reminds me a lot of spring and summer, more so of spring, you know, when the flowers are starting to bloom and the bees and all these little insects flying around, you know, the trees starting to get the color back. It reminds me of that. It really reminds me of a flower that's blooming, okay, like a honeysuckle. That's what it reminds me of. So I really do enjoy this fragrance a lot. Another fragrance that I pulled out is Angel Nova by Mugler. I really enjoy this one. A lot of people say this could put you in the frame of mind of a Delina. Well, that's because it has lychee in this fragrance. And the lychee to me is like the same lychee that's in Delina, or Delina La Rosé. Is it La Rosé? It's very bright. It's very sharp. It's a little dry to me. This one I feel like has some woods, has some musk. It does put me in the frame of mind of Delina a lot, okay? This lasts forever, y'all. Like, I sprayed this on when I want to say I sprayed this on Friday when I went to work. People can smell me all day, child. This is a good one. If you don't like Angel, any of the Angel flankers, I would highly recommend you get Angel Nova. It's one of the best Angel flankers in my opinion, okay? I also put on the tray Prada Paradox. Now, it was either going to be this one or it was going to be My Way. This one does not have tuberose in it, but it does put me in the frame of mind of My Way in the opening. It's like a sweet, fruity, floral type of scent. The longevity on this fragrance is a beast, okay? So if you're someone that is really into like longevity, is like right at the top when you picking a fragrance, try this one out. They did come out with a flanker of this one. I want to say it's an intense version. I have not put my nose on it yet, but I could imagine it smells pretty much like Prada Paradox, but just maybe stronger, maybe sweeter. So if y'all have tried it, comment down below and let me know what it's giving, okay? I also put on here one of my ultimate all-time favorite House of Sillage fragrances. This is Whispers of Truth. Now, the reason why I love this one so much is because it reminds me a lot of Baccarat. It really does. It has that woody oak moss kind of aquatic feel, with not necessarily being aquatic, if that makes sense. That's what oak moss gives me. Except with this one. Now, what sets this one apart from Baccarat is that it is very citrus forward. It has a lot of citrus in the top. I want to say orange or maybe mandarin. And then it also has caramel. But it has that Baccarat type of DNA to it, which I actually love. I'm a big citrus person. So to have a citrus fragrance that reminds me of Baccarat. Love it. Okay, absolutely love, love, love. I also put on here Mojave Ghost from Byredo. This fragrance is very hard for me to describe to you guys in video because it smells very unique, a little odd to me. I don't have anything quite like it in my collection, to be honest with you. It's giving me a sweetness. It's giving me musk. Okay, it's giving me a odd, unique, fruity smell, like a very exotic type of fruit. Okay, something that you don't eat on a regular basis. Okay, that's what it's giving me, and I absolutely love it. I love it because it's so unique and different. Y'all know I'm real funny like that. I like to smell different. Okay, I also put on here a favorite fragrance of mine. This is Chanel Chance Oud. I fell in love with this fragrance years ago. A young lady that I used to work with, she used to wear it to work, and she told me what it was. Honey, I went out and bought it. Of course, I never wore it when she wore it. She wore it literally every day. It was like her signature scent. I wore it when I wasn't at work because it was quickly turning into a signature scent for me as well. But this is the only Chance flanker that I enjoy. I don't really care for the other ones, but Eau Tendre is my favorite. It's like a rosy, floral, musky. Would I say woody? No, I wouldn't say woody. Definitely rose and musk. Okay, so if you like those combinations, then you should try Chanel Chance Eau Tendre. Really, really beautiful fragrance. It has a very elegant vibe to it. You know, it's Chanel. Okay, so, which I don't know if that means anything, but anywho, y'all know I put a Killian on the tray. This is Voulez-vous coucher avec moi? I hope I said avec moi by Killian. Now, this one was a blind buy for me. This fragrance does smell very vintage. It has a very it has a lot of tuberose in it. It's very tuberose forward, but it's creamy. It's a sweet, creamy, white floral fragrance. Okay, very mature, very grown, but it does have a bit of sex appeal to it. I thought that, well, number one, I hadn't pulled for it in a while. Number two, I figured I would wear it out when I go out, you know, drinks, whatever, dinner. I could wear this. I would not overspray this fragrance at all. No, 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 no. You don't need to spray a lot, but I like it. It's sweet and creamy. Usually when I get a tuberose forward fragrance, it's very bright. This one is not that bright. It's just sweet and creamy. I want to say there's a ylang-ylang in here, so it does remind me of something very tropical, like fragrances like Juliet Has a Gun, Lust for Sun. So I put this on the tray. Y'all know I've been struggling with this fragrance. I've been struggling with it. It has ylang-ylang. Does it have ylang-ylang? I think it does have ylang-ylang in here. I want to say there's some coconut. So it comes off sweet, lactonic, tropical type of scent. But I struggle with this one, and I've sprayed it a couple of times, and you know, y'all know how I do. I spray my fragrances a few times and I let them sit, okay, and you know, go back to it and see what it's gonna do. So I want to give it another chance before I just write it off all the way, you know. I hate to be harsh on, because that's happened to me before. I have sat with a fragrance for like a couple of months, and I just never, you know, got to liking it. I never liked it enough to want to keep it, and then I ended up selling it, and then here I am 6 months later repurchasing. Who does that? Like, girl. So I said, you know what, just hold on to it and see, you know, I might change my mind about it. I don't want to give it away, so I'm keeping it for now. I also put on here Tom Ford Metalique. Love this one. This is a very unique vanillic fragrance, okay? When I first smell this fragrance, I do get a touch of something metallic, okay? but I love the dry down. It's powdery, it's sweet, it's very, very pretty and just unique and different as far as vanilla goes, because you know vanillas can be very linear. You know, you smell one vanilla, you didn't smell them all, kinda, you know. I just feel like this is a different type of vanilla scent. That whole metal vibe in it just puts it in a different category when it comes to vanillas. You know, it's not your edible type of vanillas. I find that vanilla fragrances are very gourmandish, very edible. This is not that. It's not edible at all. It's just a sweet, powdery vanilla, and I love it. I don't even know what the florals are in this fragrance. I honestly don't pick out any florals in this fragrance. It's just unique and different and right up my alley, okay? Right up my alley. I also have another Chanel fragrance on here. This is Bleu de Chanel. This is the Eau de Parfum. I just bought this one. I haven't really cracked it open and worn it yet. This is like my second bottle of this. Now this is targeted for men. Don't get your panties in your butt, okay? Relax, calm down. Women can wear men's fragrances too. If you're new to my channel, you'll be like, oh my God, that's made for men. Yes, girl, it is, okay? But I happen to love how it smells on me. It's very citrusy, it's woody, it's hella sexy. It smells like the mall, okay? It smells like when you go into the department stores right in the front on the first floor where all the fragrances are. It smells like that, okay? It smells good. I love it. I love to smell it on me. I love to smell it on men. I love it, okay? Love that one. And what else did I not talk about? I feel like I talked about everything. Okay, I got two fragrances that I haven't talked about. Sea Salt Caramel by bohoboko. You guys know I love this fragrance. This is like a sweet saltwater taffy. Like a sweet, salty caramel piece of candy. That's what I like about this fragrance. It has an aquatic vibe, okay, because of the sea salt. It kind of puts you in the mind, well, there's ambergris here, but it's a good ambergris. If you have any experience with ambergris, you know sometimes they can come off smelling very fishy and oceanic, and I don't like that, okay? I don't like to smell like fish. So I like the fact that the ambergris in here is really nice, and it gives me that aquatic vibe minus the fishy note, okay? It just smells like I never had saltwater taffy, but I could imagine that this is what saltwater taffy smells like, or some piece of caramel, salty caramel candy. That's what this is giving, and I absolutely love it. And last but not least, child, when I tell y'all this tray is filled to the tip, I could barely fit everything on this tray. I just had to give my summertime fragrances one last spin, okay? One last spin, and after that, and I'm trying to get out of that. I'm really trying to get out of the whole categorizing my fragrances by season. It's been very hard for me. I'm not even gonna lie, because I've been doing it all my life. Ever since I bought my first bottle of perfume, I've always literally switched out my clothes. Like I put my summertime clothes up, bring in my wintertime clothes. I would do the same thing for my fragrances. I would put my summertime fragrances in a drawer and only have my wintertime fragrances out. I did that for almost 30 years, and I'm in my mid-40s. So old habits die hard, but I'm trying. I'm really trying. But last but not least, this is Cabiria. I hope I'm saying that right. This is from Tiziana Terenzi. And you know, I have struggled with this fragrance. Tiziana Terenzi fragrances, though they are beautiful and though they smell very expensive, at initial spray, they have this extreme musk to them, okay? And even though I love a good musk, I really do, I think this fragrance is the only one that I struggle with, okay? Because that musk is so in your face. You know what I mean? Like, it's hard to take sometimes. But I absolutely love this fragrance. I'm gonna spray a little bit on because I really want to. Oh my God, that smells gorgeous, girl. It got my knot. Oh my God, this smells good. What in the hell? See, I'm telling y'all, letting y'all fragrances sit for a little bit really does make a difference. Oh, wow. Ooh, this smells good. This is Cabiria 2021, okay? Oh my God, I love this. This gonna be too much for me to wear to work though, I already know. But I'm wearing it this weekend though. Ooh, that's pretty. Ooh. It's like this musky white floral, but not heady white floral. Very classy, very elegant, very much kind of giving a youthful type of white floral. And then you get this sweet, almost like cotton candy kind of smell. It's sweet. I don't, it's like a, it's either like a, it's a vanilla, but it's like a sweet candy type of vanilla smell. Not boozy or anything like that. Wow, this is gorgeous. Whoo. See, and that's why I say sometimes you got to give your fragrances a second chance. Sometimes you got to give them a third chance. You know, you got to spray them. Let them sit for a little bit. Man, and look at this sheen on my hand. Y'all see that? This is beautiful. I'm wearing this weekend. I don't care if I'm going to the grocery store, to the car wash. I don't care where I'm going. I'm wearing Cabiria. Because it is right. You hear me? It is right. Yes, ma'am. But that was my fragrance tray. Oh my God, can I fit everything back in here, child? It was a struggle. What we gonna do? Hold on, let me get out. Oh, got it. Oh, I got everything back on the tray. And I missed one more. Last one I forgot to tell y'all about. This is Boardwalk Delight. Love this one. It's cotton candy, as you guys know, but it has a type of solar skin scent type of feel. Very airy, very fresh, but very much cotton candy. Okay, it's not really heavy on the vanilla. It has a raspberry sherbet in here, so it's like a very sweet, fruity, refreshing skin type of cotton candy scent. It's absolutely one of my favorite cotton candy fragrances ever. This is what the back looks like, and this is the front. I love Boardwalk. I can't talk. I love Boardwalk Delight by Skylar Clean Beauty. It is amazing, baby. This Cabiria, she eating, okay? She is eating, honey. I'm here for it. But this is my tray. Woo, it's heavy, y'all. It's heavy. Oh my God. Oh God. Put that down. But yes, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed my inspiration. Let me just tell y'all, yeah, I'm in my robe because I just got home from work, and I wanted to put this video out because I knew if I didn't record this video tonight, it wouldn't get done until like the weekend, because I'm still recovering from my trip. I'm still recovering, honey. But man, you know, I know it's hard out here for a lot of people. I'm right here with y'all. I am. I'm telling you. You know, my daughter was like, I was telling her how proud I was of her because we grew up so different. And I'm not going to be long, but we grew up so different. You know, I didn't have a lot of support in my family. She has a lot of support. I thank God for that. Did I tell y'all my baby? I'm telling you, the devil was mad. The devil was mad that my baby got that job because somebody stole her car when she was out in Dallas training. She got it back, and they're gonna get it fixed or whatever. It was a Kia. So y'all know that whole TikTok thing where people were stealing Kias. Her Kia got stolen. So if you got a Kia, I don't know what you need to do. Call them people. They need to do something. Okay, don't let your car get stolen. But anyway, yeah, the devil was mad. But listen, even though I'm on here with y'all Don't get it twisted. I am a real live human being. I'm not a AI. I'm real, okay? I'm real. And I love coming on sharing my real life experiences with y'all, because I know how hard it can get out here, and it can be very discouraging and very sad. And I was having a conversation with my daughter, and she was saying that she was like, Mom, you don't give yourself enough credit. And I pondered and sat with that for a minute, and it is absolutely true. I just think like life has beat me down so much. It's really taking a lot of effort to reprogram the way I think about myself. You know, I think that's a part of the problem, is I've never really just felt deserving of anything great, you know, because I felt like I had got this crappy hand and this is just all it was going to be. But I'm here to tell you, it's not all it's going to be. Did y'all see this tan? Did I show y'all this side? Baby, I was out there, okay? I was out there. Honey, who I thought I was? I don't know who I thought I was, honey, in my little swimsuit. Baby, I was at the pool. Them other people was looking at me. Don't hate. Hate on me, because I'm out here getting a tan and not getting burnt. Okay? Don't hate on me. But anyway, I'm trying to tell you, change the way you think. Change the way you see your circumstances. You know, let me tell y'all about manifesting, and I'm going to let y'all go. The main thing about manifesting is visualization. You got to see yourself in the place where you want to be. If you gotta go sit in your car because it's too loud in your house, do that. It's just not enough to write it down. You have to actually visualize what it looked like, what it feel like, what it smell like, what it tastes like. You gotta make it real for yourself. Even though you're not there yet, you gotta make it real for yourself. That's the part of manifesting people don't tell you. It's just not enough to write it down 100 times a day. You got to really put yourself in that place. I'm telling you. And in 2019, I started putting myself in the place of travel, and I got my passport. And if you're someone that wants to travel, the first thing you need to do is go ahead and get your passport. It's real easy. Go online with the United States Postal Service, schedule you an appointment. It's going to tell you all the fees, okay? Go to Walgreens, take your picture, and go to your appointment. Have all your documents and paperwork. It's just that simple. Submit it. In about 6 to 8 weeks, you're going to have your passport. And after that, you book your flight. It's just that simple. It's just that simple. It's just that simple. And I'm just, baby, I am bucking. I am really excited to just get out of Houston. I'm just excited to get out of Houston. I've been in this month too long. I'm tired of seeing the same old same. I'm ready to go. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you're into fragrance, I would love for you to hit that subscribe button, become a part of my family, okay? Don't forget to turn on your notification bell. That way you'll be notified every time I upload a video. And don't forget to hit that thumbs up button, okay? I see y'all out there. I see my numbers going up every day. I appreciate y'all from the bottom of my heart, for real, for real. I appreciate y'all rocking with me. I appreciate the comments that y'all leave. Positive, and the negative ones, I just block them, okay? But the positive ones, and I feel it right here, and I appreciate y'all so much. But thank you again for watching. I hope you are having a beautiful day. I hope you are smelling good doing it, and I will see you in the next video. Mwah. Bye.